Hello everyone. Welcome back to this channel. Walnuts aren't just a tasty snack. They're packed with nutrients that support brain health and overall wellness. Let's dive into how they're processed and produced. In the walnut production process, it begins with planting seeds or young seedlings under the right conditions. Growing walnuts from seeds requires careful preparation and attention to detail. The best time to plant walnut seeds is in late winter or early spring, just after the stratification period is completed. This timing allows the seeds to begin growing as the weather warms up and the soil is moist but not frozen. When a walnut tree is 1 to 2 years old, an initial pruning process will be carried out. This pruning process is essential for maintaining the health and structure of the tree. This early pruning helps develop a strong framework for future fruiting. Then, keeping the walnut tree healthy and strong involves maintaining cleanliness in the area around the tree. Removing weeds, grass, and other plants that compete for water and nutrients helps the walnut tree thrive. Weeds can also become breeding grounds for pests or diseases that can harm the tree, so regularly clearing them will keep the area around the tree healthy. Providing adequate water is crucial, especially during the early years of the tree. Walnut trees require deep watering to establish a strong root system. Irrigation is often necessary during dry seasons, particularly in areas with low rainfall. Using drip irrigation or other efficient systems can ensure that water reaches the roots without wasting resources. Drip irrigation provides a slow, steady supply of water, allowing the walnut trees to absorb it gradually and develop a deep, healthy root system. This is particularly important for walnut trees, as they require consistent moisture, especially during the growing season. Proper irrigation ensures the trees do not experience water stress, which can lead to reduced nut production or poor quality harvests. In the current walnut harvesting process, it has become much more efficient thanks to technological advancements. The process typically begins when the walnuts are fully mature and the hulls start to split, indicating that the walnuts are ready for harvest. At this stage, a specialized machine called a tree shaker is used. This machine is attached to the trunk of the walnut tree and applies gentle but firm vibrations. These vibrations cause the ripe walnuts to fall from the branches and drop to the ground, minimizing damage to both the tree and the nuts. Once the walnuts are on the ground, another machine comes into play. This machine is designed to sweep the walnuts into windrows, which means it gathers them into neat rows in the middle of the orchard. The walnuts are organized efficiently for the next step, ensuring no nuts are left behind. This process of gathering makes it easier and faster to collect the walnuts without the need for manual labor, which significantly improves productivity. The next stage involves a special harvesting vehicle, commonly known as a nut harvester. This vehicle drives down the windrows, picking up the walnuts that have been neatly collected. It uses rotating brushes or suction mechanisms to collect the nuts and load them into the machine. The harvester ensures that the walnuts are separated from leaves and debris, so they are clean and ready for transportation. The walnut harvesting process typically takes place from late September to November, depending on the variety and the growing region. Timing is crucial, as walnuts must reach full maturity before they are harvested. The next stage after the collected walnuts are gathered is to transfer them to a larger transport vehicle, usually a truck, which takes them to the processing facility. On a large-scale walnut plantation, the yield can vary based on factors such as tree age, variety, and growing conditions, but an average mature walnut tree can produce between 50 to 80 pounds of walnuts per year. For plantations with thousands of trees, the total harvest can reach several tons. For example, a walnut plantation of 40 to 100 hectares can produce between 150 to 300 tons of walnuts per year, depending on tree density and management practices. After walnuts are harvested, one of the key steps before packing is the washing process. The walnuts arrive at the processing facility after being hulled, with their outer green husks removed. However, the shells are often still covered in dirt, debris, and potential contaminants from the orchard. The first stage of washing involves placing the walnuts into a water bath or conveyor system where they are rinsed with clean water to remove surface dirt and any remaining husk residue. This initial rinse is essential for eliminating the bulk of the organic matter that clings to the nuts. After washing, the walnuts are transferred to a drying system. This is critical because walnuts can retain moisture after the washing process, and if not dried properly, the moisture can lead to mold growth or spoilage. The drying process typically uses controlled airflows and temperatures to gently reduce the moisture content of the shells without damaging the nuts inside. This ensures the walnuts are safe for long-term storage or immediate sale. After the walnuts are dried, the sorting process begins to ensure that only the highest quality walnuts proceed to packaging or further processing. The first step in sorting involves separating the walnuts by size. This is typically done using mechanical sorters equipped with screens or belts that allow smaller walnuts to pass through while larger ones are directed to separate bins. Once the walnuts are sorted by size, they are inspected for any external defects. This is where damaged or cracked shells, misshapen nuts, or walnuts that have any visible signs of disease or contamination are removed from the batch. This inspection can be done manually, with workers visually checking the walnuts. Another important aspect of sorting is ensuring that the moisture content of the walnuts is consistent. Even after drying, some walnuts might retain more moisture than others, which can lead to spoilage if not addressed. Finally, after the walnuts are sorted based on size, external and internal quality, and moisture content, the approved batches are ready to be packaged or further processed. The walnuts are then funneled through the system and dropped into durable, high-quality sacks. These sacks are made from materials that allow some airflow to prevent moisture buildup, which can affect the quality of the walnuts during transport or storage. The bags are automatically sealed or tied to secure the contents and ensure that the product is protected throughout the shipping process.